the last time we journeyed through the land of Barovia, the party had defeated several druids, twig blights, and a gigantic tree on a place of reverence called Easter Hill. And they also destroyed a giant effigy to Strahd.
Test.
Made out of a gigantic wicker frame. There was also a lightning storm that almost took Walzen out, if I remember. Yep. And they also retrieved the last gem of the druids, of the were-ravens that watched after the brewery, where several vintages of wine and different beverages are made, where they're distributed throughout Barovia to help keep the souls and spirits up of people. As the party woke up from a night of drinking and merriment and learning a little bit more about the lands, Urabash found a strange note in his pocket, and he was unable to make out what was on there. However, Perrin read it. It was an introduction and almost a request or an invitation from Strahd to come to Castle Ravenloft to visit with him. Urabash, I forgot to mention, when you did that, you kind of felt around, and the picture that you had taken from the Death House back at the beginning of this game, that you thought was a reminder of your father, was no longer in your pocket.
Father's not in your pocket?
What?
The picture.
Picture of who I thought was my father.
Yeah.
Was no longer there.
Father Strahd.
So with that, you guys have the option to journey on to Castle Ravenloft. You have the option of going and doing whatever else you think may be necessary.
Well, we debated that at the end of last phase.
Yes.
And said, I guess I was overruled, and we were going on to meet Strahd.
Do we have any outstanding quests besides going to Strahd? Do we have anything that we had promised to do for folks?
Yeah, take what?
I thought we returned the sacred seed to the brothers or whatever.
Yeah, but then we were supposed to take some wine back to the city.
They can probably deliver their own wine now that it's making.
Okay, but
the city was just saying they weren't getting their shipments, and we found out why they weren't getting
it's
it.
Beneath Galadia's chosen.
Oh, all right. Well, if it's beneath us, then we don't deliver wine.
What?
We have to destroy this wicked Strahd.
Okay.
You all are awfully quiet about this.
Well, that's because I follow on this one.
I was trying to see if there was any other side quests that we have to do.
I found a cheesecake. I had to eat real fast.
We had promised to do anything for anybody before we go meet with the person who's been holding this land hostage.
Oh, weren't we supposed to meet the one guy, the guy that had the zoo? Didn't he want us to come check out his personal zoo or whatever? And I unfurl my map.
He had said that you could come visit him at any time.
See, doesn't he live off Lake Baratok?
He did, yeah.
We pretty much have to walk right by Lake Baratok on the way to Strahd's house.
Then I say we go to the zoo, and then we tell him that we're on our way to Strahd's and see what he thinks of that.
He was big anti-Strahd, man.
Yeah, but he might have some
wisdom,
some info.
Yeah, he might.
Some wisdom.
Equipment. Blessed.
Anything.
Vitari loves blessed gear.
Maybe he'll let me use a tiger.
Ooh, that would be good.
Yeah.
I was thinking something more
riding
amphibious.
a tiger into battle.
Something more amphibious, yes.
To go in a house?
Amphibious.
Don't worry about it. I have plans.
I turn you into a fish.
Yeah.
I believe I've heard this battle before.
Okay, let's head to the lake.
The lake we shall.
All right, see you guys, and then you remember also the note did mention that Strahd looked forward to your presence, along with your friend
Yeah.
Oh,
But we
what's his
thought he
name?
was already there.
Yeah. So you feel like he's already there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Will
was
there
going
be-
to look after his sister or something.
Right.
No, he's trying
So
to get
he was
it,
going to
revive
already
his
be
sister.
there.
Yeah,
do you-
exactly.
Do you think he's gonna be ahead of us, and if we don't hurry, he'll be in trouble?
I think that
Well, the zoo isn't that far out of our way, so it's
I
not
mean,
a
this
real
is true. Right.
time consumer unless something goes wrong there. But
Well, let us
Right.
depart.
yes, put on the packs, boys.
All right. So where is your destination?
Baratok, Lake Baratok,
Lake
to go
Baratok,
see
okay.
Rictavio.
All right. So you are going to simply head north through the woods. There is a path that leads you through, kind of openings in trees. The well-worn wagon path you come upon, probably a delivery path that the Jews take up to Valakai to deliver their wares. Let's see, you are here.
So where are we right now?
I thought we were at the wine
The
place.
winery.
Right.
Yeah,
You were
I
at
was
the wine.
trying
You
to-
were at the Wizards of the Wine.
Yep.
And you were heading
Right,
north.
I was trying to find it on the map.
Fair talk. So, as you approach the tower, you come to a cold mountain lake. Misty woods and rocky bluffs surrounding this area kind of creates almost like a peninsula walking out onto the land bridge that's formed, where you see a large tower with a pointed spire at the top. The trail ends at a grass-covered causeway. It stretches hundreds of yards across the lake to a flat, marshy island with a stone tower on it. The tower is old and decrepit. It's got collapsing scaffolds clinging to one side, where there's a large gash in the wall. And there are, old statues of griffins across the top of it, kind of supporting this. And part near the base of the tower, just within sight of the entrance, is a barrel-topped wagon that's covered in mud, and you can kind of see splattered on the side the similar advertisement you saw in the city.
Hey, do we see anybody? Is anybody walking around? Do we see
Make a
folk?
perception check for me, Perrin, if you're looking.
Okay. I need to know if somebody's around.
Okay.
Yeah.
You look around and you don't see anyone, but you do see footprints kind of spattered around the bottom of the wagon, and they lead back and forth to the entrance of the tower.
Do we see like campfires lit or torches lit? Does it look like people are here?
Yeah, am I feeling comfortable or uncomfortable?
You feel pretty comfortable. It's
Okay.
about as comfortable as you felt any other time you've been in
Okay.
Barovia.
All right.
Yeah.
That's all that wine talking still.
Yeah, I've still got a buzz on. Okay. All right. Well,
So as you approach,
let
you get
us
a little closer.
proceed.
You get a little closer. You see hanging from the wagon two brass lanterns, kind of provide light. They're not lit, obviously. And then there is, a door on the back of the window that's padlocked shut, and there are cheap wooden signs kind of hanging on the side that say "Keep Out." Of the
Prick.
wagon, not the tower.
Yeah.
Prick doesn't like to be told to keep out of stuff.
Hey.
And I see a little lock.
It's not your wagon.
Yeah,
Okay,
but there could be
you're gonna
shinies in
You're
there.
gonna go. Okay. You're gonna go picking locks then.
I mean, rogues do rogue things.
I know they do, but we're guests here, and you're poking into.
Well, no one said welcome. I haven't felt like a guest yet. I'm just stumbling through a camp.
We
Yeah,
were
they said
invited
keep out.
here.
He's a rogue. I mean,
I know.
he's gonna
He's
try
a
to
ro-
keep in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mind if I move on ahead? I don't want to really watch this. I'm going to move up towards the tower and pretend I don't know what's going on.
Okay. So,
Oh.
Prick, what are you going to do at the wagon?
I was gonna just examine this little padlock and see if it's like easily picked. I feel like it would be with my skill.
Yeah, you can roll a thief tool check for me to see if you notice anything.
That I just stole the lock.
But you did. So you kind of turn this lock around a little bit in your hand, and as you're moving it, you see a little there's a thin wire that's looped around it that goes back into the edge of the door. It tightens a little bit as you do that.
It's got a trap in here. Now that my curiosity's peaked, so I want to try to disarm the trap. Because somebody's clearly, maybe Rictavio's trapped in here and we're going to rescue him.
I'm at the tower. I don't know what you're doing.
So we're going to use your your thieves tool roll for the trap, right? Yeah, you rolled sleight of hand to that. So you're able to kind of deftly, move this wire so that it won't tug anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And as you do that, the lock unhinges and you feel it start to raise with your hand, almost like there's a counterweight on it, but you're able to hold it steady.
Okay.
So, and now the door is open.
So I want to slowly open this this door and see if I bet a cat's gonna come out of here. Big giant. I might have just let a big tiger loose. Do I hear growling?
No, you don't hear growling in here.
Okay, so then I would slowly open the door and try to make sure this counterweight's not gonna make an explosion go off.
Okay. All right. So as you're doing that, Perrin, what do the rest of you do? Perrin,
Well, I've gotten
up
up at the tower. Do I see a door on where I've gone around looking for the door?
Yeah, there's a clear path of steps that lead up. It's kind of light shaped, lighthouse shaped, where it's kind of a large tower,
Right.
but there's a set of steps that go up and two big wooden doors.
Yeah, well, I'm going up to the doors and knocking.
Okay.
This guy was friendly, right?
Yeah, when you met him in town, he was.
Okay.
All right. So as you do that, you knock on the door. You begin to hear a little shuffling on the inside of the house or the tower, and then so Prick, back to you. When you open the door, there's a jar. It's wrapped in like a woven net, and inside of it's a kind of dark, oily liquid that sloshes around a little bit, and you know this to be excuse me. You know this to be an alchemist fire that is a really highly flammable oil that if it falls, it will explode.
Yeah, so I would try to carefully put that down so it doesn't explode. And
Wise.
I want to leave it intact so I can put it back the way I found it.
Okay.
You don't want to play with it or anything?
No,
You
no.
normally do?
Mm-mm. Not the alchemist fire. I've been burned by it once. Never again.
Okay. And let's see. All right. And then do you look around inside or do you just?
Yeah. Once I get that secure, I want to look in there and see if there's anything worth maybe pilfering.
Yeah, you found a pretty good cache of things. There's a wooden trunk covered in claw marks. That's
Told you there was a cat in here.
that's shut. There's a small wardrobe that's about as tall as you are. It's got some fine clothing in it. One of those outfits looks like you remember seeing Rictavio in when you were in the city, kind of a fine traveling clothes. There's a lyre with golden strings on it.
Ooh.
And let's see.
I say, Urbash, come here. You may like this.
I'll take a look.
I said, I don't know what that thing is, but it's got golden strings on it. And I know you like to bing, 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 bing.
I wonder if it's an instrument of sorts.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
like the ting 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 ting.
There's a small little wooden box with a deck of cards in it. There's 3 sets of manacles. There's a
This
shovel.
was like his magic chest of fun stuff.
Yeah. There's a wooden chest. It has a gold inlaid symbol of the Morning Lord, which you guys have come to know is kind of the good god of this land.
Ooh, Zaldarth. There's all
Yes.
kinds of stuff in here for you guys.
Yes.
Is that Lathander is the Morning Lord? I think. Great. Or
have
Well,
no idea.
in this land, it's just the Morning Lord. That's all it's
Okay.
referred to as. Yeah.
Huh.
I think it's a different one that you're thinking of.
gotcha.
I think. Anyway, and then there's a rolled up map that looks like the one you have, Brick, of Barovia.
Mhm. Well, I don't need it. The chest with the claw marks on it. Is that locked? Or
It is not.
Oh,
Can I
come
open
off
that
it,
one?
Let's go. Where
There's-
is
there's-
this fella?
he's not in here. But I'll let you know when I find some cool stuff.
All right. So if I take a closer look at the instrument, what do I see?
It's a very fine made. It's a very fine made instrument. It's got like a solid oak neck to it, a very well crafted bass, and then the strings. Like I said, they're like a gold inlaid wire. Probably some of the finer craftsmanship you've ever seen.
I see if it's in tune.
Okay. You pick it up a little bit, and let's see, what is your pass?
My passive perception.
Yeah.
15.
Thing. You need to. Oh yeah. Okay. So as you reach out to pick up this little lyre, and I'm going to kind of give it a little bit of strum on the old strings, a hand suddenly reaches through the curtain in the front, and wraps around your wrist, and then a beautiful face of a lady that you have seen before, Esmeralda,
Oh,
peeks through and says, "Now you wouldn't be stealing from my lord, would you?"
whoa.
And she smiles
You.
at you.
You
Is that
explain
what
yourself.
she grabbed Urabesh?
Yeah, she grabbed her about your
Yeah.
hand.
And I'm like, what did you do? How'd you even get in here? And I try to take the trunk out when she's not looking.
Explain yourself, knave.
Are you
We
talking
here
about her?
because of you. Yes.
Oh, she's knave. Me, really?
Hey,
I just catch you stealing out of my wagon here, and you call me a knave?
You accuse us of all of us of stealing? Really?
I was-
All of us?
Do I,
I was
have my
just-
hand wrapped around your wrist?
Look, I was just taking a
Doesn't
look
appear
at this.
so.
Look, I was just taking a look at this. I was just seeing if it was in tune. I'm a fan of fine musical instruments.
He is, and he's extremely talented. You should hear him.
I mean,
wail
it had-
on it.
Play for her.
I mean, have you seen my lute here? I mean, I pull it out and show her, you know.
Why don't you show her your
I-
skill? That way, maybe she might let you play it.
Sounded like music dueling on the mountains off in the distance somewhere.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
So she lets you go, and she kind of disappears back behind the curtain for a second. You hear her jump off the front little step thing there. She had snuck up and saw you guys coming, so she hid around the corner. But you remember this lady from when you went into, I believe it was when you first went into Argynvostholt. She was the lady that you kind of Zaldoth, you scared the Stani away from.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, she comes back around the corner and Prick, she kind of shoos you away from the chest, and she smiles and says, "You know, we were starting to think you weren't going to come. My master was very worried that something had happened. Why don't you come on in and sit for a while?" She points towards the tower.
Okay. See, guys, I almost had some cool stuff.
You almost had some cool stuff.
Yeah, and then she interrupted me while I was looting.
Hadn't have been for you and your dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ruby, Ruby, Ruby. Okay, and all right. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You guys go up to the tower, and then Perrin, you heard all this kind of going on behind you, and right as they get up to the top, the door swings open, and there stands Rictavio, in kind of a brightly colored long coat with gold chains holding it together at the top, and he has like fine leather riding boots on, and he greets you. "Oh, friends, glad you could make it. Glad you could make it. We were worried that you may have met your demise, and I'm glad to see you didn't. Tell me, what brings you by my humble little tower?"
Well, we were on a journey, and it was nearby, and we had your invite from some time ago, and we thought, well, let's stop in and just have a little chat before we head out.
Why
Good.
don't you like Strahd?
God,
Well, let's get comfortable first.
Perrin, we don't have time for comfort.
Yeah, we got a little bit of time. we can do some.
You're mistaken, Perrin.
All right.
Did y'all meet this person on one of the episodes?
Excuse me, Rictavio, we're on our way to Strahd. We got an invite from him. You got any info for us that might help us deal with what we're heading into? How's that? But Daldar.
It's all right.
But I don't think he knows what we're heading into.
Hey, he knows Strahd.
An invitation from Lord Strahd himself. You should feel honored. And he kind of chuckles at that. He says, I take it you know what you're getting yourselves into."
No.
Not exactly.
Yes.
I mean, are we going for tea
We're
and,
gonna end him.
and crumpets?
He's gonna-
Ending
he's
him
gonna-
ending him may prove a little trickier than you think, friend.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Trick or no
Zaldoth
trick, he will die.
And Zaldoth, as you say that, he kind of looks down at your scabbard and sees the sword hanging at your waist, and he kind of eyes it a little bit, and he says, by the Morning Lord, that can't be. Have you found the Sun Sword?"
I have found the Sun Sword thanks to my party.
"Ah, well, then Strahd may have a bigger fight on his hands than he thinks. Do you know what power you wield with that?
Excuse me?
Do you know the power you wield with that sword?"
No.
He goes on to tell you a little bit of history of the Sun Sword, that it was actually the sword of Strahd's brother.
Oh.
Even better.
They thought that the sword had long been lost, and that the blade had been destroyed when Strahd killed his brother.
Ooh.
Story.
Now, one question: if this was his brother's sword, and it's so powerful, why didn't his brother win?
Well, at the
Excellent
time,
question.
Strahd thought that his brother would be a loyal ally. When he had first, rumor has it, when he first took this land over, he did all this in the name of his family, and as his power grew and he sank further into madness and the curse took him over, his brother realized what had happened, so he set out to destroy Strahd himself. And the sword was blessed by the gods, the Morning Lord particularly, and given the power to defeat the undead. And unfortunately, Strahd took him over before he could use it on him. He was killed. This drove Strahd further into madness, and he cast the sword out, destroyed it into what he thought something that would never be recovered again, hidden deep within an unknown lair.
So what you're saying is he's easily defeated. Let's go.
You sure hear things differently than I do, Zaldarth.
So did I understand that the sword was broken into 2 parts? Is there another part to the sword? Or
Well,
did I hear that wrong?
the blade was thought to be long lost, but if you have a complete sword, then
Yeah, but it's just a handle. You have to. I don't. The blade just appears.
maybe it's truly the power of the god that has stayed within the sword that's allowing it to come back to life.
Okay.
And he's no expert on this. He's just going by what he's heard rumors of and kind of learned through his travels. So
Well, he knew the sword when he saw it, so.
he knew the handle.
All right, you said we've got a better chance than you thought at first. Is there any other things that could help us in our quest?
Some courage, maybe, Perrin. How about?
Well,
having
that
some
wouldn't
courage?
hurt. Yeah, dude.
Ooh,
I'll
ooh.
take some
Yeah.
courage.
Can I
You
get
know where
some-
Oz is?
I was gonna say, can I get some brains?
Yeah.
They sell courage at every bar around here.
Yeah, I brought a little from the winery. Guess I'll
Not
have to
the
just
kind of
drink
courage I
some
was
more.
thinking of. Not the kind.
Oh, okay. Well, we might be short of the other kind.
Dang it.
And
Well,
virtue. Short of courage and virtue, are we?
Oh, I have
Because
virtue.
you seem a strong group, much stronger than when we first met in Valakai. Says, do you? But perhaps an ally in this land could help you. Someone that could go with you.
Oh.
Who would that
The
be?
more the merrier. Who do you have in mind?
Surely you've met someone in your travels that's strong enough to fight off Strahd.
Well, yes, we have, but he's gone on ahead. We think he's already there.
He must be talking about me.
Oh, my apologies, Aldarth.
Well, if your friend is already there, he may have met an unfortunate end through Strahd if he went by himself, if he was foolish enough.
Well, he headed out. We don't know that he actually got there, but he said that we would meet him there. So you think maybe he did not actually go in? He's waiting for us, perhaps?
I
Did
can
he
only
come
hope.
by here?
I've not seen any guests in weeks. So I don't think your friend has been here.
Urbash, put that guitar away.
Tell him I'm busy. It's Dave.
Urabash is playing his lyre in the room.
Well, hopefully, I already forgot his name. Rafiki.
Van Richten. Yeah,
He knows the way.
Yeah.
Hopefully, he's waiting for us nearby. We told him we were on our way.
Where do you think? Okay, he didn't give us any specifics. He just said meet you there.
Hopefully he has not ventured into the castle. That would be suicide for one person to face Strahd.
Okay, all right.
Vesemir, that's his name.
Then
Vesemir.
we need to get up there and then do a little searching around, see if we can find him before we actually enter in.
I think so.
Okay,
Why are we still talking about this?
because we're making sure we know everything we need to know.
So
Strahd must die. What else is there to know?
So with that, Rictavio goes on to tell you, a little bit more about vampires and vampire lore. He's a self-proclaimed vampire hunter. He's fought off several of the smaller vampire spawns and things in the area, and he tells you kind of things you know already in real life about vampires. They're sensitive to sunlight. They cannot cross running water. They can only enter in a house when they're invited. Obviously not the case here because you're being invited into his house, and that the only way that they can be killed is in their final resting place in their tomb,
So, My Chemical Romance. Awesome.
basically.
Well,
He also warns you that Strahd has a reputation as a strong fighter, as well as being quite the magic user. So do be careful of his spells.
So he's a battle mage.
No, he's a vampire.
Well,
And Octavio grins as he says that.
We'll find out.
He can't cross water. That's interesting.
it's good to
All
know.
right.
See, this is
So-
good info.
All right. So if he gets close to you, just whip it out and start peeing. He
Hey,
can't get
right.
close to you.
I
And
don't
if-
know if that'll
so
count
what-
as a lake.
So what
Hey,
if,
it didn't say a lake. He said running water. I can make some
what
running
if,
water.
what if I were to use? What if someone were to use control water and make a stream go between us and them? Would they not be able to cross it, or would they be able to cross it because it's magic?
I think this needs to be a lake or a pond or something like that.
Rictavio.
I'm with Urabash.
I'm just gonna.
We're
I
all
usually
gonna
pee in it.
huh?
Yeah.
Let's
Don't
start
cross-
drinking wine and don't take a leak before we get there.
Don't cross the streams, boys.
You never
That's-
do that.
That's when the ghosts come out.
That's straight from the book of the wise ones of Galatia.
All right.
It's also in Tobin's Spirit Guide.
I'm worried now.
When are you not worried, Perrin?
Yeah, well, I'm even more worried. People think we can take a leak and stop a vampire.
So it sounds like
That's the reason to be worried.
what is there to be worried about? We have everything we need. The
Sounds
flaming
safe.
sun sword and piss.
Yeah, see, that's scary.
I don't.
That gives me
think
worry.
That's
You've never heard the old expression full of piss and vinegar?
I guess, well, maybe I have.
so. While we're here, can I use? Can I get like a bottle of water and use a ceremony on it so that I can turn it into holy water?
He's all out Aquafina, bro.
I love some holy water.
He nods and says that's actually well thought of. You obviously must be a holy man. And
No, not really.
he asks Esmeralda to bring the vials from the supply room, and she comes out with about 4 glass bottles, similar to the one Prick found hanging in the wagon in size, and they're filled with just water. He says this is water from Lake Baratok. I had hoped a priest would be able to bless it one day to use against any vampire spawns.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast ceremony, and it takes me 1 hour to cast it. So I'm gonna take the vials and I'm gonna go cast this spell.
Okay. So over the next hour, you guys sit and talk and kind of share stories and learn a little bit more about the lands and the histories. And Esmeralda asked Urabash to play the lyre that she caught him trying to steal out of her cart. And she
Hey! I never said I was taking it.
She chuckles as she says it. And hopes that you'll entertain her with a song before you leave.
How many vials?
4.
4. So I'm gonna have to use. It's gonna have to cast it 4 times. So that's 4
Ooh.
hours.
Jesus.
I believe that natural 20 on that
Yeah.
performance check means that it was a pretty good performance.
I guess so. She wants to haul you off to her wagon.
You have her wrapped around your finger as she listens to you play. Kind of hums along in tune and smiles and watches you play. After about the second hour of Atari over there blessing bottles of water, you guys are kind of resting a little bit and
My
taking
buzz
care
is
of that.
gone, and I gotta
Yeah.
pee real bad from all that wine I've been drinking.
Hold it.
Don't be, hold it.
Ugh,
Hold it.
my bladder might explode. You know we have like
Hold it.
2 days of walking to get there. I can't possibly not pee for 2 days.
String around it.
Tavio, I've got one last question. Are there any animals that are good at, say, fighting vampires?
Yes, because he doesn't want to do it himself.
Maybe like T-Rexes? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, if he knows of that. But is there anything else, some animal that gives him a problem or that they're afraid of? Or
If I
Unfortunately-
had a platinum for every time Perrin was afraid, I'd buy our way to victory.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Strahd controls all of the animals in this land except for the were-ravens. They tend to have their own free will. Your best bet, ignore the animals. My tiger does good against the younger ones, but your best bet would be just to confront Strahd with the strength and the bond that you all have as a group and the weapons that
right.
your paladin friend has.
all right.
Urabash, as you continue to play, Esmeralda kind of keeps watching you play and smiling, and you guys notice the two of them get up and walk away and go upstairs and fade to black for about an hour while while Vatari finishes up with his ritual.
So once these are done, that'll be all 4 of my level 1 slots.
We got time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Urabash is not that quick.
So I can rest up to get my spell slots back.
If you guys camp out at some point, you will be able to.
Okay, so right
Do
now I have
remember-
no level 1 slots.
Oh,
do you
well,
remember, do you remember your ally is stuck somewhere in Castle Ravenloft?
No, I understand that. But I figured holy water would come in handy.
it would. I think that's a good idea. You should have that. We're going up against the vampire's vampire.
Would he be considered the source? Or is he just not the source?
The source of what?
Like the source event of
Like
all
he's
vampires,
Vampire Zero.
something like that.
Yeah, I think he is.
Okay.
Ooh, we should go while Zaldar's not here. We'll just
All
leave
right.
him.
Yeah, just leave him. He come back to an empty room.
All right, everybody hide. And then we'll wake him up.
I'm a little
Exactly.
busy, so I can't do that.
Are you wrapping your holy waters up?
Hmm?
That's what it sounded like. You got a little aluminum foil out.
It's an egg roll.
Mm.
So it's the wax.
It's that wax paper bag. Mm-hmm. Good old egg rolls. I thought Zaldar was the one in a hurry. Now he's just off Galaban.
Yeah. After he saw Urabash leave with Esmeralda, he said, I got to take a little break.
I thought Esmeralda was with Rictavio.
No, he was with Urabash.
Rictavio is just an old man.
Yeah, Urabash wooed her with that lyre.
No, I get that, but I just don't think. I would have assumed they were together.
I think we need to find Zaldarth in the outhouse.
You know what happens when you listen?
I didn't make the same assumption.
Nor did you care.
Bards are perma-single.
Nat 20 on a performance check. You got it.
Yeah.
You had to get it.
That's what happens
Yeah,
sometimes.
It was worth it, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
And that carries over into the other performance, if you know what I'm saying.
Hey.
I wonder what it would sound like if you got to play that instrument with the golden strings.
That's what he was playing.
I thought he was playing his own.
No, he was playing the lyre.
Oh. Gotcha.
Yeah, you even got Rictavio a little bothered with it.
Yeah.
It's like I consider myself a little bit of a musician, but even that was impressive.
Whoa.
So
He's like, "You're welcome."
The kid is hot tonight.
So Saldarth is missing.
Yeah, he left. We assume he'd be ready to go though.
Yeah.
I assume we can go and we'll drag him.
We could probably go and then tell him where we are.
We'll put him on auto follow.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, we're gonna be pretty much following roads all the way there.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it is
And
at least
relative to Strahd, if we ran into anything, we should be able to handle it.
yeah. We're still
Where'd all
probably
this courage come from?
we're still probably 2 days away.
Yeah. So let's hit the road. Show me
And
a
I
road.
I still can't pee.
No, not for 2 days.
Oh my god.
We need a river.
I'm gonna like bust a bladder.
Be like a
Just
fire
so you
boat.
keep it inside.
That doesn't help. You get an infection.
I don't know why you can't just pee.
I thought we were trying to hold it.
No.
No,
We need
what?
to make a river.
Yeah.
There you are, Strahd. Everybody now.
So are you guys, as Urabash comes down the stairs, kind of half skipping with a big goofy grin on his face.
Yeah.
He steps back into the light, and Rictavio just kind of shakes his head a little bit, and he says, "I assume you will all be ready to go now. I hope I've given you enough information to kind of."
Thank you, Rictavio. This was a good stopover. I'm glad we did.
And
Yes.
And if all goes well, we'll stop over on our way back.
please do, friends. And I'll tell you what.
Give you the good news or bad news.
And he says, "This could be the last time we see each other. I do hope
Yes.
not.
Thank you.
I will follow you shortly once we load up our supplies, because I have a feeling there are several hidden sleeper cells of vampire spawn around the land that will probably make their presence known if you do engage with Strahd. So hopefully I will be able to clean up behind you a little bit."
If we kill Strahd,
That would be most helpful.
Will it end the curse on the other people?
No one knows, friend, but we can only hope so.
I hope so.
All right, so do you guys step out of the
Yep.
tower? Or, okay.
Yep, on our way. Did we?
Alright, so you're
we
on-
didn't rest there yet, did we? Or I guess we had time to a short
Yeah, you
rest
would've-
for
That would have
Urbash.
been like that would have been like a short rest for everybody but Urabash.
He's actually got a point of exhaustion.
Yeah, he's totally exhausted now.
It's worth it though.
Yeah.
Roll a Constitution save. Esmeralda has Barovian clap.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's messed up.
No,
You're muted,
kidding.
Urbash. You're
Just
muted.
kidding.
Ah.
Oh no!
If you
It
want,
burns.
I can burn that off.
We're gonna have to title this episode "It Burns." When I
Urbash, you're muted. Yeah, and then we all have to pee a lot.
Yeah, we're gonna title this episode "It Burns When I RP."
There he
you ain't
is.
burning nothing off of me, Vittori. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, do what I gotta do.
All right, so as you guys travel down the road, it's gotten over in the evening. As you kind of trudge along the road at a good brisk pace. No one seems to be out on the road today. It's very quiet in the forest. You make it what you remember to be a few miles outside of Valakai to the bridge that ran across the river, and you hear the approaching of horses.
Okay.
It grows louder. It comes from the west, the same direction you were just coming from. Only now it's on the main road.
So it's like coming behind us?
Yeah, it's coming up behind us. And as the clamping of the horses get louder, you guys
ready to
look
see?
back. And you see a long black carriage horseless. Moving down the road. Horseless.
Wait, a carrot?
Carriage.
Oh, they said a carrot. I'm like,
Carriage.
I just see this carrot floating
A
through the air
horseless
without a
carriage.
horse.
Rictavio gave you some bad acid before you left.
Yeah.
Yeah. This horseless carriage draws up and stops right in front of you.
And I bet the door's open.
There's no driver on the carriage, no horses in the lead. There's 2 lanterns lit on the front, and the door swings open.
Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I felt it, and I said, "This
I
is
don't
not
trust
good.
him.
This is our ride to Strahd."
No, there's no one driving. I don't know where the hell it's going.
It's that new
Yeah.
Tesla carriage.
It
Yeah.
knows where we're going.
No, it doesn't.
Let's put Zaldarth
Yes,
in
it's
there and
hope,
follow
yeah.
it.
I don't think carriages talk. We don't hear anything from the carriage,
No.
so I would sneak up on it and try to look inside. Like, not go in, just like look in the door to see if I see anything.
You look inside and you see seats that kind of line the walls and 2 in the back of the carriage, and it's empty. The windows are covered by thick purple drapes, and it's the only lights coming in is from the outside. So it's very dark inside.
Are there any of those storage crates in the carriage or on top or anywhere close by?
No. The only crate you see would be the back end of a wagon. They used to have like a place for storage for things. That's the only thing you see on the back, but there's no storage inside.
I can tell you guys, this carriage is heading for Strahd.
Well, then we should take it because it'll be faster, and I can sleep on the way.
That's it, and there's no other explanation for it. Out here where we are, showing up like this, the door's opening. This is our invite to Strahd.
We don't need an explanation, Perrin.
So, are you getting
some
in?
of us do. Vitar's wasn't going to get in.
I'm gonna ride on top.
It's because I don't know who's driving.
There's no driver.
I'm gonna ride on
Exactly.
top.
I'm going to step inside. I don't think we really have a choice. We might think we do, but I don't think so. I'm getting in the carriage. I step in.
All right.
Someone
Once
who's so
inside.
afraid sure is ballsy.
Anything happened in here
Nope.
when I got in?
You have first pick of the seats.
All right, I got the view seat.
It's a carriage.
Yeah, but there's a middle seat, and I don't have that one.
Zaldar, I think you missed part of that, Zaldar.
I want
as
the
you
middle
left-
seat because I want
yeah,
to be
as
somewhere
you-
comfortable.
As you left, this horseless carriage, all black, came up with no driver, no horses pulling it, and stopped right in front of you.
Not ominous at all.
Not ominous. at all.
Yeah, and then the door's opened.
It's totally fine, guys. Can I ride on top?
You can.
Yes, I would get on top.
I'm gonna go sit where the driver is supposed to be.
You would.
Okay.
Okay. Urabash.
I'm just gonna. I'll ride shotgun.
All right. So as the last of you gets onto the carriage, you guys suddenly remember you saw this when you first entered into Barovia. This was the one that met you as you exited the death house from the beginning that Strahd got out of, along with his servant. As you do that, the doors squeak shut. They close. The carriage instantly begins to take off. It speeds down the road, almost at a speed that you've never felt before. You've never traveled anything so fast.
I'm like holding on to the top, just kidding.
I'm like holding on the front, look back,
And I'm
and Prick like, holy crap!
This is the fact.
And shit.
I'm gonna pee.
right at Perrin.
I'm like blinking because the wind in my eyes. I'm like, holy crap, my eyes are getting
We're like-
dried out.
We're like bouncing like this, and I'm just like eyeballing Perrin. Like, how you like it now?
Yeah.
Hey, The view's good. It's just going by a little too fast.
You guys see the town of Valakai coming up. It speeds through the gates, down the streets. People don't even seem to get out of the way as it passes through. Like they're not even there. It turns off onto the old Svalets Road. It travels along an empty, quiet highway. You pass through the two statues on the gates of Ravenloft. The carriage seems to feel like it's going up a hill. Those of you on the outside can fast see approaching a large stone castle that you know is Castle Ravenloft. As you pull up to the front, the carriage stops immediately. The door swings back open. You have all arrived at Castle Ravenloft.
I told you.
Well, that was
I'm like,
fast.
good lord, guys. You
Let me
missed
off.
a hell of a ride.
Let me off.
Let me off
I was
this
quite
ride.
comfortable, Vitari.
I was comfortable too. I just gotta blink a few times, get some moisture back to my eyes. Damn.
Urabash, quit that music.
My lute can't play this kind of noise.
Is this that drop D loot?
Yeah.
The gent loot. Chugging loot.
You
I
guys
don't-
stand.
I don't hear any noise.
It might be outside of your hearing range.
Yeah, could be like a dog whistle.
Yes.
You guys stand outside of an ancient castle, several stories high. Along the stone walls,
Oh, I
parapets
hear it now.
long ago used for guarding things. Gargoyles sit atop the roof in different spots, looking down over you.
Are those real?
Roll a perception check for me.
Oh,
No.
oh boy. Hold on.
Hold on. Yeah. As best you can tell, these are statues. They don't seem to move, although eerily, you feel like they watch you no matter where you step on the grounds of the castle.
So there's a chance they could come to life.
Lights shine through the windows, a pale yellow light. As you see the doors in front of you swing open.
Right.
I while I'm standing here, I'm looking all around, behind me, out to the side, out to the back. Do I see any signs of any other people?
Make a perception check for me. Nope, you seem to be the only ones on the grounds.
So we're the only ones at this party, huh?
Well, we're still missing one.
I take it there's no other carriages parked, or no one to greet us at the door.
It's not Disney World. There's not lines
Yeah.
of buses unloading people.
Well, I
Because
look
I'm
at
hearing this music and it is tripping me
I-
out.
Zaldarth and go, okay, Zaldarth, show us your courage. Be the first one to step through the door. I'll be right
Okay.
behind you.
Why is this even a thing?
Well,
So-
because you're still standing there.
Before we go in, I make like a random like whistling bird call noise, like right, something to that effect.
Okay.
I would like to look around to see if I see any ravens.
I just called all the ravens.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm going
And-
to see if I see any, so in case shit hits the fan, maybe we could have some help.
I really like Prick's hairdo right now.
It's great.
It's nice.
God damn it, Coco.
That COVID do.
Yep.
You look around, the trees are empty, barren of any type of life form.
Shit.
And I'm like, Casimir,
You like
are you
whisper yell.
here? Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't.
whisper yell.
I want my whisper to carry into the woods.
There's no return of any kind of sound.
Oh, jeez. He must be inside or he's dead. Or he missed us as we flew by.
Or he's a prisoner with his sister.
He could be inside. Well, I guess we have to go in.
Yeah, at least step through the front door.
Yeah, it's starting to rain again, so you would
Oh.
probably want to go inside.
Yeah, my short sleeves get chilly.
Oh, jeez.
All right, perfect.
Right, it's dark as shit in here.
All right, so
So I got night vision. I can't see nothing.
I can't either. Gotta let our eyes adjust.
all right, are you guys able to see that now?
I see still nothing.
I just see the darkness.
The darkness.
Yep, that's all I see.
And I'm like, Casimir!
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Casimir! We're here. We made it.
Wonder if Customer's here.
Casimir!
Wonder if Customer's here.
Do nothing. Huh?
Still nothing.
Nope, just darkness.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I mean, you said fade to black. I didn't mean you actually meant
Yeah,
trying to
we
fade it
really
out to
did.
black.
There should not be any. Now?
It's
Not
still
yet.
Darkness. This is that Strahd curse you gotta play with the invisible characters.
Ah. See it in your mind. I see steps. In my mind.
Okay. Is there anything in there yet?
No.
Yep, there's a big black square.
Are we...
You
All
may
right.
have to zoom out quite a bit.
No,
I'm
I'm
doomed.
zoomed out. I'm at 60%.
Yeah, I can see the whole black circle, square.
Okay.
It's a black circle.
All right.
Is there a light
So dark.
source created?
So dark, Urbash's camera went dark.
Basically.
Now, this worked earlier today. I don't know what changed.
I
Oh,
saw something a second.
something was there.
Showed up for a second.
There we go. All right.
Well,
Like,
like
probably,
it was just a blink.
you probably
and
don't want to show everything, but
No,
you
no.
should. Yeah, you should everything for like a split second. But
Yeah, that's fine.
But I don't have a photographic memory, so I don't remember a thing.
We
I
know,
do.
Perrin.
I got it.
That's
You gotta
good.
go 3 steps to the right. Boom, there.
Boom, there. I'm gonna use my bomb and go through the wall.
Okay. Urbash, any ideas why this one's not working?
Nope.
Dynamic lighting
Um,
is on.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have the characters on there?
Are they characters that have vision?
Mm-hmm. They're supposed to.
Is there a light source where we're standing?
I revealed areas, so there should be.
But if there's not a light source and dynamic lighting's on, it's not gonna allow us to see. Like if you drop
I
a
have night vision.
if you drop like
There.
that, but that's
Okay.
everything. That's everything.
That's everything.
That's fine.
Don't stare. Don't stare. Don't memorize.
Okay.
Because we
I'm
can
just
see.
looking at my guy. I don't see anything else.
I'm zooming it in. I was zoomed all the way out. I'm zooming it back in.
Okay, that's fine. Long you can see the map though, right?
Yes, we
Yeah.
can see.
Oh yeah.
Freaking weird. Okay. Anyway, all right. So as you guys,
I think some of the pre-made stuff that has the dynamic lighting isn't
Yeah.
quite set up correctly.
yeah, because I've had this problem a few times during this adventure. So, all right. So perfect. As you guys walk up to the doors, like I said, they squeak open. You walk into a small little vestibule.
No. Them doors is closing behind us.
Okay. So as you walk further into this thing, I'll just move you in here. You move into this small room. There's another set of double doors that are closed. As you walk in, those open up as well.
Do the ones behind us close?
They do not close yet.
Well, that's good. And this room in here with these 4 pillars, it's lit enough to see.
Yeah, it's so the vestibule that you're in now is kind of dark. There's a stained glass window that runs the length from the door almost up to the ceiling, and that allows some light to come in for you to be able to see in that room. You can see torchlight and candlelight coming from the next room over.
And I'm like, Casimir, are you in here? Hello!
You still don't hear a return.
Damn it.
Man, Casimir! And I yell as loud as I can.
Why?
God,
I know we've been invited, but
Strahd knows
what
we're
are you
here.
thinking?
you made me jump. I agree. Strahd knows we're here.
Strahd knows we're here. Y'all,
Yeah.
But
like,
so you don't have to make me jump.
Galadia doesn't make us afraid.
I'm not afraid.
Been hanging out with Perrin a little bit, haven't you? Come on.
Yeah.
No, I'm not
Haven't
afraid.
yet.
I'm
Parents
wondering why
in
we
the
have not been
room.
greeted.
Perrin's in the room, looking at one of the columns. Do I see anything on the columns? Anything written?
I'm just kind of I've got my Yelp out. I'm like, this host sucks.
Make,
Did not
Make
greet us
a,
at the door.
make a perception check for me, Perrin. As you're looking around.
Yep. I'm checking out this nice post here.
You see 4 posts that lead to the ceiling, kind of as a support. Along the ceiling, kind of around there, there stands 8 gargoyle statues, similar to the ones outside. They're got their hands up, holding up the ceiling like that, and they look down into the center of the room at you.
Yeah, that's not creepy.
This is a creepy room.
No, I think it's fine.
And Urabash and Zaldarth, are you hanging back?
I need to move my guy.
Well, yeah.
That's usually how this game's play.
I'll move in. I'm gonna keep up the rear, keep a good watch
You want
behind
to
us.
touch the rears?
And I yell through the halls again. I'm not going to yell on my microphone, so don't worry.
Thank you.
I yell, silence is no way to greet your guests.
Yeah.
Boy.
As you say
Talk,
that, actually, Zaldarth, as you yell that out, behind you there's a darkened staircase that leads up. You see a light source slowly coming down. As it enters the room, it's a candelabra being held by an unseen servant.
Huh.
You don't see anyone there. This candelabra just floats in the air. It floats towards you, kind of stops in the middle of the room for a second, and then continues
Got
further
the
south.
chupacabra.
And
How far south?
It continues on through the room, very slowly, almost as it wants you to follow it.
We should
it
follow
reaches-
that.
It
I
reaches a
will.
set of double doors at the south of the room, where 2 torches stand in sconces burning. The candelabra stops here.
Is the candelabra
I move up
lit?
to the door. I listen on the door. Do I hear anything?
You do actually. You begin to hear the soft sound of organ music.
So we're being led down here.
I'm going to just open the door and go in.
That-
Okay.
I already did it.
What
happened?
about
I'm in.
this? What about
Okay.
this? What about this? This knight over here.
Well,
It's a suit of armor.
I came
All
in.
right. What condition is it
Vitari's right. Strahd knows we're here.
What
So,
condition is this suit of armor in?
what's on top of me?
You
What
can't wear it.
Yeah, it's like an ornate decorative suit of armor that stands with its hands clasped over the hilt of a sword.
Right. Those give me plus 10 to undead.
Yes,
Undead
exactly.
slaying.
Exactly.
But you also are a priest cleric, so you're too strong to wear it.
All right, Perrin, as you enter the room, the hall is filled with this organ music. Beautiful sounding. Urabash, you recognize the person behind this organ must be a master at his craft because the music is just outstanding. You see Casimir sit in one of the chairs at this dining hall this table that's been laid out with a feast. Prick, you smell food. And
Casimir!
really, yeah.
It's dinner time! I'm so excited.
Casimir blinks a few times and he turns his head towards you, Prick, as you say that, and he says, "What? Where did you come from? How did I get here?"
But we just got
Oh,
here.
hell.
I'm
How
right
did-
next to
That's who he
Casimir.
is.
I'm looking at his eyes. Has he been vampirized?
He doesn't look like. If you want to make I'll tell you what. Make an investigation check for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna go help him.
Yeah, 21.
He doesn't need my help.
Yeah, that and you don't see any types of bite marks. And matter of fact, as you walk up, you see he's just sitting in the chair. There's nothing binding him to this. But he does look a little confused, almost like he's not sure how he wound up here.
Okay. All right.
Didn't
the
he, when he accepted the gift, didn't he become a little bit paler?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
he looks exactly the same as when you left him. His eyes don't look off. There's no puncture wounds or anything on his neck.
Okay.
He says that the last he remembers was walking up the road towards the gates. He blacked out. And now you're here. He says it's only been a few moments since I arrived. As you do that, the person behind the organ stops playing and he turns and smiles at you. You see before you the form of Strahd von Zarevich.
Guys, it's him!
My friends, I'm happy that you have come at last. It has taken some time, but you've impressed me with your power and tenacity. The power that
Time
you
is
possess.
dinner.
He
I'm
doesn't
gonna
acknowledge
go
you.
over there and poke him in the face and make sure he's real.
The power.
Listen.
He's gonna break your
We've
hand
seen
off.
specter visage after specter visage of this guy. I don't know. Is this another one of those?
Well, he's playing a nice organ. I would at least hear what he's got to say.
Man plays a mean organ.
He does.
Just saying.
Says
For a
the power
visit.
that you possess, I feel, could be put to excellent use. But you would use it in a way that are different than I am thinking. You have no doubt come to kill me, but you have not thought this through. You think that you can run a stake through me, or bathe me in sunlight? What then? What after? Will you leave? The dark powers have trapped me here. Well, the dark powers that have trapped me here will not allow Barovia to be without a dark master. I am that dark master. I am over a millennia old, and Barovia is without time. Do you believe you're the first group of adventurers to enter my borders and conspire to slay me? Others have come before you. Few have lived, but I am always here, eternal, imprisoned within this plane of torment. You could try to kill me, but Barovia must have a master. None yet have been worthy to replace me, but you could rule in my stead. I believe it for the first time I am becoming what I am, or since becoming what I am, that there is a way out for all of us. Take my place and rule Barovia as its new master, and we can forego the pointless fighting that you have come to deliver. None of you have to die, and I can finally be free.
Hold on. Time out.
I'm looking at Vitari. I'm like, someone get ready to hold him down.
Hold on. So, If we take over and rule this land in your stead,
Heavy breathing.
what are the Dark Masters gonna think about that? Since you say your Dark Masters have to have someone dark and evil control this land, and not someone of the light.
He says, if you doubt my words, let me assure you, I would not tell a lie. The dark powers hold their will over me, and I am not allowed to leave this place. If I could, wouldn't I? And if you
What
do
dark
believe,
powers?
if you don't believe in the dark powers, then ask your ally. And he points to Casimir.
Wait a
Are you
second.
talking about the ones who spoke to me through the statues?
And he doesn't say anything.
Because if it's those dark powers, I'm not so worried. I refused all their gifts.
Very good. You were strong to refuse them.
Is
Are
that
you
what
not
happened? to you?
tired? Are you not tired of all of this? And on whose authority must you rule?
I rule on my own authority. If I am
You
cursed
just
to be
said
here,
that. You just said.
If I'm
Barovia must have an evil master.
then if I am
Because
cursed to be here, then I shall be the one to rule. I
But
will
is
not-
there not a greater authority?
only the dark powers that have cursed me to this form?
Who created this dark power?
A power older than time, power older than even your god, Paladin.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but it smells like bullshit to me, everybody. So when does the killing start?
Can we wait till after dinner? I am so hungry. We traveled all this way. And I really have to pee.
The-
Go pee.
Shh, shh, shh. Don't tell
It's a
nobody.
secret weapon. Atari, don't give away a secret weapon.
Oh, excuse me.
It's his other dagger.
How would the power change? How would you give up the power to us?
Before we discuss any further, please, you are my guest. Be seated, eat, and enjoy your time here in my castle.
I don't know what I'm eating here.
Was the food on the table already?
Yeah.
The food was on the table already, and he
As
kind
soon
of
as he said that, I started eating it.
Okay.
I take a little celery stick and I nibble just a little bit.
Oh, we had buffalo wings.
What is on the table?
all sorts of food. There's a large suckling pig as the centerpiece, covered with vegetables, and there are small plates of fowl of some sort. There's
Okay.
steaming
Is it
bowls
real?
of potatoes. Prick sure seems to think it is because he is
Because the
carrying
last time we
I am
ate some shit
crushing
like
it.
that, it was covered in maggots and made us made Prick really sick.
No, I feel fine. Smells good, tastes good,
Yeah.
delish.
I'm still looking at the food, and I'm looking at him, and I'm looking at Casimir, and I'm not eating yet.
So, Casimir, were you able to find your sister?
my sister. No, he.
Oop.
I just got here. I don't even
Didn't really
remember.
do that.
I don't remember. Oh,
How many days has it been since we last saw him?
it's been several days since you saw
Yeah, 3
Casimir.
days,
So
4 days.
He just got here.
Well, he had to make the trip like we did. He probably didn't have. He didn't lay over at the zoo for 4 hours while Urbash got it on. But
But you know that the letter said that Strahd looked forward to talking with them and your friend Casimir. So
yeah, and we had that fast ride over here. Casimir might not have had that.
Well, if he
Well,
was
he beat us
even
here, though.
Invited, if he was invited. He was probably the first person that got picked up.
Yeah, Strahd's probably got multiple carriages rolling around this
Well,
place.
that's probably true.
It's like Uber.
all right. So as you guys stand here, Strahd he's still sitting on the bench in front of the organ, turned to look at you. This organ is very creepy. It looks like your typical organ with the large brass pipes, the white keys, but along the side there are statues of humans kind of reaching and grasping out from another plane, almost like lost souls coming from the ground.
What the hell?
That's
So
not
I
no
ask
ordinary
again,
organ.
If you said we could switch places, how do you hand off this dark power to us, and then go your way? How do you do that?
My power, my seat, given freely to you all in exchange for freedom and life. Life.
What kind of life?
Imagine all the lives you will save, but please, do not give me your answer now. Think on it. Tell me when you're ready. I've decided.
You mean it's just a yes or no?
Well, he's probably got a, like.
I mean, we've got to assess what you're asking us to do, and you're
There's
not
probably
letting
some
us know.
blood pack handshake type deal. I've seen the movies.
Yes, wickedness.
Yeah, I'm with Vatari on that one.
And I got
I'm not
sticky.
Atari, you idiot.
Zaldarth. I'm with Zaldarth on that.
I got sticky pig on my
Yeah, well,
hands.
See,
Lack
right
courage
now,
and
I'm still
common
looking-
sense.
I'm still looking at his eyes, and he scares me.
He turns back around and kind of fluffs out the cloak. He presses his hands to the keys and begins to play again. His form ripples and fades away into nothing, and the music stops.
What?
As he does that, everybody make a perception check for me.
Hold the phone. Where the hell's he
Oh,
gotta
so
go?
What is a phone?
Wrong one.
No, perception, performance, persuasion.
Yeah.
Everything that starts with a P, roll it.
So
Yeah.
ladies,
Ooh, Vatari.
Got it.
All right. From
I
outside.
perceive the fuck out of this stuff.
All right. So yeah, enough of you hear this. So from outside, you all hear the wind begin to howl. The doors slam shut. Bam, bam, bam. 3 rows of doors slam shut consecutively. The torches outside of the room that you were in go dark. You hear the wind begin to howl. You now feel like you're stuck inside of this castle.
Okay, now that he's gone, I look back at Casimir and I go, Casimir, how do you feel?
I feel better, friends. I thank you for coming to save me. I don't know what he would have done to me by myself.
Yeah, we were warned that you shouldn't come in here by yourself.
It was foolish for me to try to come ahead. I was just so worried about saving my sister that I lost sight of.
But you've not seen her yet, have you?
No, I've not found her yet, and I'm worried that now we may never see her.
But you are feeling better now that we're here and he's gone?
I feel it. He kind of stands up a little shakily from the chair, and he said, "I feel like I can. Yeah, I feel like I can journey on."
Okay, that's
perhaps-
good.
Well, friend, if we can't save your sister, maybe we can avenge you.
Yeah.
What if we run across his sister and she's turned?
That's a good point.
Then my powers will hopefully allow me to bring her back to life.
Ah.
So from a vampire back to life.
I can only hope so. All right, so now you guys are in this room. You've heard all these doors slamming around you. The shutters to the windows slam shut. And
So,
it's deathly quiet in here.
I want to take a good look at the organ.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good idea, Urbash.
Hold on, I gotta pee real bad.
Yeah, I think
Don't,
you're
don't
on
stand right in front of it.
Oh man, keys all over the keys. Okay, so if you want to roll a investigation check for me, Robash.
Can I go with Urbash to look at this thing? Maybe there's a special key that will unlock these doors.
Well, we don't know if they're locked. We haven't tried.
That's very true, but I still
My
wanna go
investigation
look
did
first.
not go very well.
Play a few keys. Sit down and stamp out a little Rick Wakeman there.
what?
Who?
Okay. Oh wow. All right. So Urbash, as you're kind of looking around, you're looking at the craftsmanship of the keys, and you're checking this organ out. Everything seems normal, other than the sculptures of the bodies coming up the sides of it. Vatari, you notice small scratches along the floor next to this next to the base of the organ.
Right. So I'm gonna look and see what caused those scratches to see if maybe it can be pushed aside.
Okay.
Yeah, if you wanna kind of push on it, or if you want to roll strength to see if you can make this thing move.
Okay. Hey guys, I see some scratches here. It looks like this thing moves. Does anyone want to help me push this to the side?
I guess
give
I'll
it-
help. You go ahead, Arabash.
I'll give it a shot. I mean,
I can't move, or I'll pee real bad.
Pee my pants. Yeah, so you lay into this thing and lean, and it doesn't move at all.
that's
Doesn't
a
budge.
strength save, but
Hey, Urbash, it looks like it would move. Maybe you have to play the right tune.
Yeah.
can I try to play the tune he was playing when he left?
Yeah, roll performance for me.
Come on.
Oh,
I'm
natural
gonna-
one.
I'm
You're-
actually gonna
Oh.
natural one. I'm going to actually give you advantage on that because you listen to him play so intently. So you play that, and you realize as you press down on one of the foot pedals, normally it would affect one of the tones. It doesn't quite match what he did. So as you depress that one key, it kind of flops to the floor a little bit, and the mechanism holding the organ into place unlatches. You hear a click coming from within inside the pipes. So you would now be able to move this organ.
Ah.
Okay.
Look at you.
Amazing.
All right, let's try to push this thing out the way.
Walls
again.
in. Drag my chair.
The description says the food on the table is tasty, the wine delicious.
No wonder I can't move.
Yeah, no wonder.
I didn't get any of it.
Oh, I got lots of it.
Okay, we push on this organ.
All right. So the organ slides away after a little bit of work from you, and you see an entryway with a little staircase leading up.
Like over here.
Hold on one second. Let me get back to that. Yeah, where you're at now.
Okay. Hey guys, there's more corridors back here. I ain't heading down alone.
But I'm still eating.
It's time, prick. You're stuffed.
I know, and if I move, I think I'm gonna wet myself.
I know it.
So while
So
no
I'm gonna
one's looking,
step into here, and I would like to try to hear. I want to see if I can hear or sense anything that's might be in this hidden hallway.
As you step into the hallway, the only thing you can hear or discern is a draft coming kind of down the stairs. It's feels like a colder air coming from upstairs.
while they start filing through that the organ hole, I'm still sitting there, but I slide my britches to the side and just pee under the table. I couldn't hold it anymore.
Well,
I had to go.
appreciate that.
And then I grab a handful of ham on my way out and follow.
He didn't wash his hands.
Pocket ham.
I haven't washed my hands
Wash your hands.
ever.
This entire adventure.
Ever.
He calls that condiments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you guys slip through the portal to go into this hallway, you think you hear like a glass of wine spill and wine just rushing all over the floor, but you kind of don't pay it any mind. Figure Prick just knocked something over.
Is Casimir coming with us, or is he staying?
Yeah, no, Casimir's right there with you.
Okay, good.
He's ignoring your pee-pee hands.
Zaldarth,
What do you want with?
you were still hanging out in the room.
It's black. Everything is black.
That's what happens.
Yep.
All I see is darkness.
Does that work?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, I love this game. Roll 20, boy, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I feel like the times I've had the issues, it's been because there's not like a proper light source.
Mm-hmm. Probably so. Okay, that work?
No.
No, but that light source, you may need to add permission to.
There.
But that's everything again.
There we got it. Yeah.
Yeah, we got it. It's everything.
So we're now up a floor, I assume.
You go up a floor,
Okay.
and as you come to the next door, it's just a stone wall, and as you push on it, you open the door into. You open you're into the what you think you're in a room, a long open room with a single throne in the middle of it. It looks like where someone would take an audience if they were to meet with people.
Batari's outside checking out the landscaping. Oh, he's back in now. So, that's like we're in the hall, right? Or are we?
You kind of enter into this room, and there's a throne in front of you.
Okay.
You see the high back part of the throne, and it looks out into the large empty space of this chamber. And there's not really anything else in the room.
So we can see into this room to this room?
Yes.
I want to go and inspect the throne.
Well, let's inspect it.
Okay.
Like the throne, maybe, hell, we mess with the organ and that opens something. Let's see what the throne does.
It looks like just a royalty, like a royal throne. It's got a large high back chair with black and purple linings. The seat cushion and the back cushion are both a deep purple. The two parts at the end of the head of the armrests are wolf's heads.
Okay. Well, damn. All right.
You see one smaller door off to the side, and then you see a set of doors.
I went over here. I listened. Do I hear anything?
But how do we get to the throne room? Do we go through the wall?
Phase shift.
You came up the secret passageway
Behind the
stairs into here.
organ.
Over here.
Right.
But I just don't see a door here.
Right.
There wasn't one.
Secret door. Perrin, you're at this. You're at that door. Roll a perception check for me.
Perception.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, not the other P.
Yeah.
Right.
Speaking of P.
Yeah, big piece. You hear kind of a scratching noise, like pen to paper or quill to paper, and you hear a little bit of mumbling, like someone complaining about something, but it's a single voice, and it's just a low murmur.
And I look around at my group and I say, "Hey guys, come over to this door. Somebody's in here."
So that one of us can go ahead of you?
I'll open the door. I just opened it.
Want to let the rogue check the door
Nope.
for traps?
I just open the door and walk in. What happens?
Dang. It
You're
flipped
dead.
me on my head.
Oh, am I?
No, you're not. I'm just joking.
You're dead. Just dead.
You're just dead. No save, no nothing. You see in front of you an old man. He's bald. He's got mutton chops down the side, gray, kind of scraggly bits of hair here and there. He's wearing an old tattered shirt with a brown vest around it, and he is sitting at a desk, a large ledger desk, and he's scribbling something around on the desk, complaining about cost of living, taxes need to be raised, more for the war. Oh, jeez, this is going to break us. The master will not be happy with this. As you look around the room, you see just piles of money.
Easy, prick, easy.
The set of scales on the desk, and behind him there are musty old bookshelves with large ledger-sized books lining the walls.
I look at him and I say, "Hello."
What? Who are you? How dare you enter the king's treasury? I'll call the guards. Leave now.
Easy guy.
We were invited here.
King, who do you think the king is, you moron? It's the devil Strahd. He leads us all. He's the king. What do you want here?
What are you mumbling about?
Are you afraid? Well, I don't understand.
I'm not afraid. I'm here to protect his monies and his investments. Are you here to rob the kingdom? The guards have your head. Begins to get up from the desk.
I'm a monk. I don't rob.
I'm still trying to get over the fact that you used the word monies.
Yeah. Monies.
Well,
I thought it was monies.
You said he got up from the table?
Yeah, he got up from the table and he started walking to the wall away from you.
I scoop up as much money as I can silently.
Oh no. Okay.
Well, if you're not careful, Strahd said that we could become the rulers of this land. So this might be my cash.
Prick, as you do that, you grab up the money. He yells out, "Thieves!" And he pulls a large rope on the wall. And you hear down below you a loud gong going off.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, good one, prick.
Way to go.
What? You didn't see nothing?
Nice.
Yeah, well, I knew who it was.
Well, we're all
He
dead.
Dang.
said thief and rings the bell.
How did he know it was me? I was so sneaky.
I know who you are.
But were you sneaky?
You've showed yourself many times on this journey.
I do.
Uh-oh. Okay, I say you put the money down and we step back out into this room. See if we can talk our way out of this.
I put it all back but one coin. But I don't let them see me not put the one back.
He just begins to cackle. You'll die now. Steal from the king. You'll die.
Maybe. We'll see.
Okay.
Why would we die?
Because we stole from the king.
We haven't stolen a single thing.
Yes, we tried.
Talk to my lawyer,
It's a
Vitari.
logic situation here.
Your nasty little friend. He steals
Dude,
from
we
the
didn't steal nothing.
It's
Nasty.
a logic
What proof do you have?
situation.
How'd
Vitari.
you... I'm not nasty as I got, like, ham giblets going down my arm.
What proof you got that we
You got a
stole
little.
something?
You got a little pee stain on your trousers.
I smell like pee. How can I be nasty?
Shit.
I take... Oh, God. I take offense, good sir.
I'm
You
just trying
co-
to, I just wanted to know what
Headphones.
proof do you have?
Exactly.
I saw your nasty little friend. He stole from the king. Now you'll pay with your life. The guards are on their way. And
Okay, well,
he just begins to
he
laugh.
he didn't steal a single thing, so you're wrong.
He stole a coin.
He did not.
Yeah, he said he put it all back
He
but
put it
kept the
back.
coin.
Well, I didn't tell
He
you
dropped
that.
what he had.
Exactly.
You ever know
Why-
the rogue to leave with nothing?
Wait a minute. They don't have
As
to
far
know
as I
this.
know, he didn't
He's
steal
not a
single
rogue.
thing.
Parent.
He's not
Alright.
a rogue.
All right,
Okay.
prick. You explain to the guards what happened.
Oh, I will. And I load up
Okay.
my crossbow.
All right.
Are you ready, Wilson? But yeah, I don't. Do we hear any guards running?
Yeah.
You don't hear anything yet.
Huh.
Yet being the operative term.
Yeah.
Okay.
I say we don't have to do this, Mr. Old Man.
Yeah, then I go back into. Oh, now we're down. Now you got the window.
What?
Well, now you got it set where you see where you go.
Things are weird. Anyway.
Okay, I go back into the room then and say to the old man, "There are no guards. What are you talking about?"
They'll be here soon. They'll be here soon.
Okay.
Yeah, we heard the bell. We're still here. There's no guards.
So
I think it's just you and Strahd.
tie this guy up.
You want
You
to
gonna tie this guy up?
I mean, I'm kind of like asking the group, should we tie him up? I mean,
as you say that, he runs towards the desk, and he grabs the ledger, slams it shut, tucks it under his arm, and he pulls a knife out from under the table.
This guy's serious.
Yeah.
Now, listen, old man. Do you see what you're up against? Do you really think
let you
that
know right
knife
now.
can do it?
Put the ledger down, put the knife down,
There you go.
and back away. We will try not to kill you, but if you come at us with that knife, I can't promise anything to your life. I can't promise that we will save your life.
All right. He begins to slowly make his way around the table. Vitari, he lunges out at you with the knife, and that's what we'll pick up on Sunday.
Dang!
Oh, he takes a swing at Vitari, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man!
See what happened?
Oh, okay. And this is where we go Sunday, huh?
And I'm the one that was trying to persuade him so we don't have to kill him.
You were. I'll give you that this time, Vitari.
Don't blame
Not in
me.
your character, but
Don't blame me. I saw a pile of money. There's no way I was gonna leave it.
don't blame you.
Don't blame me.
I blame you, prick.
You can't. Not allowed.
I can. Anytime someone's getting stolen,
Hey, I got grubby little goblet hands.
that's right, greasy too.
They're nasty, and I'm piss
They're
covered.
nasty hands.
I got one shoe that's all wet, and I don't know why.
Oh, I think you know why.
Oh yeah.
I just play it off like I don't know why.
Oh,
All right, guys. Thanks so much. Sunday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern. We will see you there, and we'll find out if Prick's grubby little hands are going to cost us a date with Strahd.
yeah.
All right, we'll
Yeah,
see you guys.
Start the dinner.
You guys.